Hey, what's up, guys? It's your boy James, and we back with another episode of the Artist Loft. Man, I thank everybody for tuning in, man. Thank you guys for watching. Listen, I need you to do me a couple of favors, though. First, if you're watching this on Facebook, man, I need you to go ahead and share and like this thing. If you're watching on YouTube, man, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, share it out, like it. Come on, man, help a brother out. We're trying to get this thing going. Hope everybody's been having a good week so far. I know it's been hot, man. It's been ridiculously hot. So I hope everybody's staying cool. Listen tonight, guys. I have a musical treat for you guys. Okay, I have a couple of people tonight. And I just lost them, so maybe they'll come back. But man, I've got a man, I don't even know how to describe them. Their music is just off the chain. It's R&B, it's rap. I don't know if I heard some reggae in there. Man, it's something else, man. They are a musical treat. There they go. I think you guys are gonna really enjoy it, man. I think you guys are really going to just really have a good time tonight. Listen, remember, this is the Artist Loft. We ain't talking about nothing but art. That's what we do, right? We're talking about art. Art is life. Art is what we do. It's how we live. It's how we get through things, okay? So listen, I'm going to go ahead and bring them on. Let's see if I got them. You guys there? Oh, nope.
Nah, this is just King Cashmere.
Hey, Cash, what's going on, man? You on the show now?
Hey, how's everything going, man?
Man, everything is going good. Yeah, I guess they had some trouble. I had
Okay,
them, lost them.
okay, you had them and lost them. Okay, give me just a second. Let me see if I could reach out to them.
Okay.
All right.
Guys, while we get this fixed, man, we get them back on. Listen, if you're in the comments, man, I want you guys to interact tonight, okay? The two that I'm bringing up, they are something to really reckon with. They are going to be really big in the music industry. I can already see it. Their chemistry with each other, they are a married couple. Their chemistry with each other, man, is just absolutely dope. Absolutely dope. So make sure you guys are paying attention. But while we're waiting for them to come on, what's been going on with y'all, man? What's been going on? Let me tell you what's been going on with me. Let me just do that real quick. So I've been working on a vlog called Artist Life that I'm gonna put on the channel and all that good stuff. And in this vlog, all I was doing was kind of documenting kind of my artistic range or whatever and things that I do to stay creative. And let me tell you, man, this thing has kind of evolved into I don't I can only think only thing I can think is kind of evolving into a short film or a mini documentary. That's really all I can really think to say it. I mean, because I've got tons of footage. I have just a lot that I'm putting into it, man. So I think it's evolving on me. And it's really easy to do that, especially when you're dealing with art, especially when you're dealing with things being creative. It's really easy to get caught up in just everything. With me shooting film, shooting videos, the painting that I do. If I could show you, I mean, I got paintings everywhere hanging. I got 25, almost 30 paintings hanging in my house. All of that, considering what my girlfriend does and her artistic journey, just kind of chronicling all of that, man. This Art is Life vlog is turning into a Art is Life short film. So hopefully I can start trying to put that together, man, and putting that out there. I want to collaborate with some other artists. And it doesn't matter what you do. Sing, rap, dance, paint, draw, knit. It doesn't matter. Whatever it is, man, I want to connect with you. I want to get you on the show so we can talk. I really want to expand this thing. I really want people to have a outlet and a place where we can go and just talk about art. That's it. No politics, no sports. All you Alabama Auburn fans, no sports. Uh None of that other stuff, man. Just purely art. And let's have some fun. So again, man, I'm trying to get them back on. I don't know what happened. We're gonna see if we can get them on. I had them, and then maybe their connection dropped. I don't know exactly where they're at. Um, so they may be having some connection issues. Cashmere.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yes, I got you.
Okay, you can hear me now. Okay. I was saying that their internet, their Wi-Fi literally crashed.
There
While
you go. They just popped in.
Okay, perfect.
Let me see if I can get them in here.
Okay, awesome, awesome.
You guys there? We can't hear you.
You guys unmute your mics, guys.
Oh.
There they go. There you go. Can you guys hear me?
Who knows? Who knows if it's gonna work? Oh, the internet.
Can you hear me?
We want to just what?
Oh, I don't
What
think
you
they
think?
can hear
Hello,
me
can
now.
you hear me?
Yes, I can
I
hear
can
you.
hear you
Can hear
guys.
me?
All right, we are in business.
Yes!
Wow, y'all got it going on?
Yeah, I guess I don't know. Yo,
It
internet just quit on us, right? When we started.
literally
All
as
that
you were
means
playing the
is-
video.
All that means you guys supposed to be here. That's all.
Right.
Exactly.
Right.
That's
Exactly.
all. Well, anyway, ladies and gentlemen, Miss Gabrielle Reyes and Ace Anderson
What's
in the
up?
building tonight. What's good, guys? What's going on?
Yo, you know, we're just happy to be here.
We made it. We made it. We survived the
Man.
internet. Survived the Wi-Fi.
Man, I'm glad you guys did. I'm glad y'all made it, man. I appreciate it. So listen, I have been checking y'all out. Let me tell you something. Y'all about to blow. Y'all about to blow for real.
Oh,
Man, let me tell you something. The music, just the few songs that I heard was just so refreshing. And I'm gonna play one of them. Ace, that's on your YouTube channel.
Oh, snap. Okay.
I'm gonna play one of them and let the people check it out, man. But I'm telling you, man, before I do that though, I just want y'all to introduce yourselves, tell us a little bit about yourselves and what it is that you guys do.
Well, I'm Gabrielle Reyes. I am a musical chef, so I create recipes with plant-based items, ingredients, and I create colorful cuisine. And Ace, my king, does all my music for me. And yeah, that's what I do full time. And my king.
My name is Ace Anderson. I'm a graphic designer, actor, comedian, rapper. I do a lot of things, so they call me Ace of all trades, the modern Renaissance man. I started doing a lot of TikToks recently, been blowing up doing comedic TikToks, and that's been a lot of fun. And yeah, so I support my wife and all of her creative endeavors. And then we just decided, why don't we just tag team on something, on a project? So we decided to come out with this album, and we're excited for everybody to hear it. Juneteenth.
Hey,
man, that's what's up. That's what's up. Yeah, so the album drops that's Sunday.
Yeah, Sunday, aka also Father's Day. There's a lot of things going down.
Oh man, it is Father's Day, ain't it?
It is.
You know, with us, man, it is what it is. But listen, tell us what we can expect on this album. What type of music is it? Where y'all, where you going with it?
It's a little bit of everything you want and everything you need in your life. You know, we saw that honestly creating this album was a necessity to the world because there's so much darkness, there's so much doom, there's so much sadness, there's so much gloom. And we had to shine a light, not just brush over it and pretend it doesn't exist, but realistically provide music that might give people an answer as to how to deal with the crazy reality that is our world. So every single song on there, we wanted to have purpose and we wanted it to be rooted in what we believe in, which is truth, trust, and patience. That is the root of why we exist, why we create every single day. So every single song is, rooted in that.
And it's really an eclectic variety of all sorts of sounds. We like to dabble in a lot of different things. As you can tell, we're very colorful people, both inside and out. And so we wanted to really create something that would touch several different demographics, reach lots of different people. And I think we've been able to knock that out of the park.
Yeah, there's Afro beats, there's hip hop, there's trap, there's R&B, old school, there's disco, like funk. There's literally something for everybody. But what I wanted was specifically a dance, something we could dance to, because I love to dance. You know, I can't help it.
Wow, man, that's what's up. That's what you said. You got some trap in there too, huh?
Yeah. It goes in, man. We going hard with this.
Okay.
It's a mix.
So check this out. And I asked everybody this question. What does art mean to you guys?
Ooh, that's a good question for A's.
I would say that art is the language of the soul. It's the only language that's spoken by every single human that has ever lived. It's embedded inside of all of us. It's something that we innately know and understand. Even babies come out of the womb understanding art, understanding creativity, and it's I believe it's the way to heal the world. So I'm extremely committed to creating avenues for people to express themselves artistically, because I think that it blurs all the lines of of separation, and it allows all of us to come together and acknowledge like that we're all the same, right? Like we're very we just don't let these looks fool you. Like we may vary from look to look, but on the inside, the core of us is all
the
like
blood, the bone,
it's
the
all
soul.
the same. We are all the human race, right? And so I feel like, because I went to an art school, and I was very fortunate to go to art school. I went from middle school, high school, and then I went to college for acting as well. And I realized that the people that were in my class, they didn't look anything like me. And the school was a melting pot of different cultures, different people. Because the thing is, like, if you audition for a school, they don't care what you look like. They care how talented you are. They want your talent to shine. And so I learned from a very young age that art really brings people together regardless of what they look like. And that's the way to cure biases and cure bigotry. It's not by highlighting our differences, it's by acknowledging the oneness within us, and that all happens through art.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's been the show. We don't need to say nothing else. Man, I couldn't have said it any better. I think you hit the nail on the head of what art is and what it stands for and why we do it. It's my last guest, we talked about it. It's therapy. You know what I'm saying? It allows us to be able to get away from the other stuff that we have going on and just create. I mean, I had to create another avenue just for myself, just from shooting films and music videos and everything else, to be able to get away from that for a minute and do something else creative allows me to be more creative in the filmmaking industry.
Yeah, definitely.
So it's man, I couldn't have said it no better. You hit it on that one. So, where do you guys kind of take? What inspires you, or who inspires you, or how do you gain your inspiration?
I would like to think we inspire each other. You know, every single day we grow from each other, we learn. You know, we're very curious and very hungry people in the way that we know we're iconic. Like, we've already decided that we're beyond famous, we're beyond celebrity, we're past that. We are iconic individuals who were brought here truly on this earth to change the world in a positive way. So once we tuned into that, it was like, oh, okay, we can do anything we want to do, literally, and live our dreams. And so far, so great. Like, so far, you know, we're truly living in artistry in every way, whether we're poor, whether we have tons of money coming in, it doesn't really matter. What we do know is that we will create every day, and we will do it in our own way, with our own voice, through that joy, through that positivity, and through that truth. That thing that really grounds us is ultimately the truth.
Wow. That's what's up. That is what's up. So I'm gonna do this real quick. I want to play this for the people. Okay.
Oh, I'm very curious.
Now, I think you guys probably know what it is, but
This
I just want the people to listen to this and just watch you guys for a minute.
Oh yeah. I love this.
Hello. My name is Gabrielle Reyes.
And I'm Ace Anderson.
And y'all know the world is wild and wacky and just crazy right now. We have a pandemic going on. We also are fighting for all rights of all beings currently going on right now. So in these crazy times, we just recognize that as humans, we are resilient and we all have the power to keep going.
The beginning was just dope for me. I ain't need to listen to nothing else.
We all have the power to keep going.
Yeah, I like that.
We all have the power to keep growing.
Growing now too, hey.
We all have the power to keep flowing.
With a little
So
bit
we
of
go, we grow, we glow.
Hey, yo, listen, yo. Now is your chance for true evolution. So listen to the facts that I'm introducing. If you really want to help with the revolution, reaching for your higher self is the best solution. Because you are who you are, so you're never useless. You have every right to be here and you'll never lose it. And the beauty of it is you never have to prove it. So if the haters biting at you, then you leave them toothless. With your bruising, you chin straight and narrow towards the truth. And that's how you win. You always start off looking foolish when you try a new thing. But if you're breathing, then what's cool is that you're never losing. In conclusion, quit the snoozing, speak the truth in. Maybe you can start a movement. It's conclusion, as a human, you've been endowed with the power to keep it moving.
We all have the power.
Look, I ain't gonna give him no more. I ain't gonna give him no more.
That's awesome.
Yes. Wow.
Yo,
That's where it all started. That's literally where the whole album started.
When I tell you that y'all energy with each other is just off the chain.
Oh,
Like-
thank you.
Like just watching that, man. When I first watched it, it was, I mean, you can't help but to move. You can't help but to feel good listening to it.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? Like if you're having a bad day, you can play that, and it's just gone. And I know this because I've done it. That's how I know. I've literally done. From the first time that I saw it, I was like, okay, that's a dope song. Then I just started listening, and it was like, okay. So I was literally sitting at my desk one day, mad as hell, just mad. What I was doing, I was trying to finish a video, and the edit wasn't going right, and I was just upset. And I promise, I clicked YouTube, boom, in the recommendations. Sat there and listened to it, finished the edit, made the whole thing smooth. I'm telling you, man.
Oh, that's awesome.
Wow. I love that.
That's so great to hear, man.
Listen, and if the album is anything like that, I'm telling you, man.
You're not ready yet. You're not ready.
He ain't ready.
Man, let me tell you something, guys. Seriously, that is that is where music needs to go.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
how
You
we
know what
feel.
I'm saying?
Yes.
It needs to go in that direction. Like I'm with you. Art has always been about communication, right?
Mhm.
It's always been a way for anybody to communicate, whether it was through music, dancing, modeling, whatever. It's always been a way to communicate.
Mhm.
Somewhere along the lines, the communication got skewed a little bit, and and the communication was lost, and people just started talking
Mhm.
because it became real easy to make money doing it.
Yeah.
Like you got these people nowadays, they make a couple of videos, throw it on YouTube, they blow up, start making money.
Mhm.
Mm.
If you look at songs nowadays, this is something y'all just put together with a little beat and it's 3 minutes and 30 seconds. It's
Yeah.
already a minute longer than most songs nowadays.
Right.
Mm.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Most
Yeah.
songs nowadays, the lady that I interviewed on Tuesday, she did an interview with the group Soul for Real. Y'all remember them?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Candy Rain and all. So
Yeah.
so one of the guys was saying, because I guess they were working on another album, and he was saying that the producer was telling them that R&B nowadays, you got to keep the songs under 3 minutes
Mm.
Mm.
because ain't nobody talking about nothing.
That makes sense. Yo, you know
Yeah.
that's so interesting because we felt that in when we were writing our songs, especially with this album, we were like we wanted to feel like it's real. Like
Yeah.
people could really play this music and be moved by it in such a way that helps them.
It's not just something
their
to
life.
bop to. It's not
Yeah,
just
like-
something to like.
And I
Right.
think music can be
It can
both.
be
like,
that.
like
Yeah,
it can
exactly.
be a bop, but it can also have a message behind it, right? Because you're gonna
Right.
bop your head to it anyway, so it's a perfect
Exactly.
time to also, just insert a
Of
little
course.
message, a positive message that reminds me. I mean, honestly, like my wife and I we got into a fight the other day, and after I had to drive 2 hours to Miami, and so after that, like I played one of our songs, and it literally brought me to tears, like because it was a song about us like fighting, and how we need to get back to love, and I
Right.
literally just started crying, like driving, listening to my own music, because I was like, why am I not listening? Like, why did I not do this? And so
Right.
I hope that people can play our music and feel the same way, when they're in tough situations, just like you in a situation you're editing, you feel like, I don't want to do this anymore, and then you hear, we all have the power to keep going, and then that just keeps you motivated and moving forward. So
So that's
That's in my playlist.
Yeah.
That's in my morning playlist. I got a playlist of songs I listen to every morning. That
Awesome.
one is in my playlist. Like, it's just, man, if anybody can listen to that song and not feel better and not feel stronger, it's something wrong with you, seriously. Like,
Yeah, wow.
like you might need to go get some help or something, because
Probably.
there's no way you can not only listen to it, but actually watch the video of how y'all interact. Just the vibe and the energy between the two of y'all is just,
Yeah.
it's just off the chain, man.
I like
Man,
it.
man. So, for a second, Miss Reyes, let me ask you a question. You
Do
are
it.
the vegan chef, the vegan queen. So, and it's interesting because just yesterday, I decided I was going to try vegan.
Oh,
Well, you met
snap.
the queen.
Okay, so this just happened yesterday. So I got on YouTube, man, and I started looking up recipes and trying to find some things, and I came across these vegan tacos that were made with walnuts, mushrooms, and onions.
Yeah, that's common.
Mhm.
Very common.
Now, let me tell you where I messed up at. So I went and got everything I needed.
Oh no.
walnuts, the everything. What I did not do though is I did not grind the walnuts up enough.
Yeah.
So they were kind of still in
Walnuts.
big pieces. Right. They were still walnuts. Right. They were walnuts with taco seasoning on them. Right.
Exactly.
But they were okay though. They were good. Me and my girlfriend ate one. She got it down. I actually ate one last night. she, she got it down. She ate it. I ate one last night. I had some more today. I got my son. Now my son hooked it up. Now he's not doing vegan, but my son got the walnuts with the taco season on it. He put some ranch dressing on them and some lettuce in there with it, and he hooked it up for himself.
Yeah,
and it was actually pretty good. But kids do. He 13, kids do that. But so I got a question though, and now I said this show is about art, but since you do vegan, I gotta ask.
It's an art form.
Vegan is an art form, especially the way she's the singing vegan chef. So it's got to have something to it.
Here's my problem.
Speak on it, brother.
It's getting full, eating vegan foods that are going to be filling. Mm-hmm. So what I discovered is because I made the tacos with pita bread. Mm-hmm. And I did discover between the walnuts and the pita bread, you do get full quicker. Like that pita bread is something else. Like it filled me up. But for me and other people out there that are vegan, I want you to give me your best vegan dish. You don't have to do the recipe. Just what's the best dish that you can think of?
Ooh, it's so many.
There's so many. Like, what cuisine?
What style of cuisine you looking for?
Man, I eat some of everything. So it really doesn't.
I mean,
are there any vegan soul food recipes?
That's literally what I specialize in. There's vegan fried chicken. There's Haitian mac and cheese. There's oxtail. Like
the list don't
we
end.
eat it all, man.
It goes on.
We eat it all.
You said Haitian mac and cheese?
Haitian mac and cheese. Yes, Haitian mac and cheese. It is so good. I literally just made it for a party, and people were like, "This is the best mac and cheese I've ever had in my life." It's literally, bell peppers, mushrooms, thinly sliced mushrooms.
Oyster mushrooms.
Oyster mushrooms. Ooh, oyster mushrooms. You got to get into the oyster mushrooms. If you want to stay full, if you want to stay plant-based.
And you want some oyster mushrooms. And you season them just like you would season any
poultry
meat.
Seasoning, steak seasoning.
Anything.
Yo, seasoning
like
is
I made
key.
some brown stew, like Jamaican. If you know Jamaican brown stew chicken, I made Jamaican brown stew mushrooms.
So good.
Yo,
we make patties. We make Jamaican patties. We make tater tot casserole. We make literally everything. Burgers. I just made burgers the other day. But ribs, I make ribs. Like I make everything for Juneteenth.
Finish the mac and cheese list. What's in the mac?
Okay. So there's bell peppers, there's mushrooms, and then I like to use a specific kind of cheese that's made out of coconut milk, actually, because to me that just has like the best flavor to it. And the cheese I use, the brand I use, it doesn't have the coconutty taste to me personally. It doesn't taste like coconut.
But the way that they use the coconut, it's
nice. It's nice. So I like to use like a plant-based Gouda cheese. And then, you add in your pasta. I added some coconut milk, mix it all together, add in some other seasoning spice. I add in a lot of poultry seasoning. And there's this spice called nutritional yeast. Have you heard of nutritional yeast before?
No.
Ooh, nutritional yeast is so fierce. So she has a special song for her and everything. But what I like to use it for is specifically anything that needs to be cheesy, anything that needs to have like umami flavor, which is like a fully rounded out flavor. Anything that needs to have kind of like, kind of like that nice kind of zesty flavor in cheese that kind of hits the back of your tongue. That's what nutritional yeast is going to give you. And I like to add it into anything that needs to taste cheesy, anything that needs to taste eggy as well. So if you want soul food, man, yo, I throw down with some soul food. That's literally what I specialize in, Caribbean soul food.
Wow.
Yeah, man. You
Wow.
got to go to my Instagram, Great Vegan, on all platforms. Yo,
Well,
you
And you ain't gonna be worried about being full or staying full.
heck no. We don't even think about that.
So, I mean, so I was surfing the YouTube channel. I was surfing the YouTube channel and I saw some stuff. See, I've got to get to the point. First of all, I got to get back cooking again.
This Haitian food right here, good. It's real good. Ooh,
So,
yes. Ooh, that cheddar broccoli bake. Remember that? Ooh, those French fries. Those French fries were so good, yo. Yes.
See, I'm gonna have to get you on here and just cook.
Exactly.
Literally every day, all day.
For sure.
Like, because, and so when I was researching yesterday, what I found out is first of all, because I live by myself. So when I shop for food, I normally have like, $5. I mean, not $5, $50 that I'll take to the grocery store and go and spend, right? What I found out was I did the same thing yesterday and said, okay, I'm going and I'm going to buy vegan stuff. And I found out it's not that much more expensive.
Not at all.
It's cheaper, actually.
Then going to do, we got a comment here. This is my girlfriend, y'all. She's been doing vegan and all types of stuff. Is it best to go straight vegan or work up to it? I was a pescatarian when she met me. Yeah.
I would say wherever you are starting off, you want to don't bite off more than you can chew. Like if you
literally
right. But what'll happen is like if you're, let's say it's easy to go vegan, right? It's very
especially
easy
if you're eating good food.
Yeah, but even like there's lots of vegan snacks and like just things that aren't the most healthy, right? So you could easily switch to vegan and just use like replacement stuff. But if like I wouldn't say if you're used to eating meat 5 times a week or even more than that, 7 times a week, and
don't replace that with just vegan.
Yeah, meats. And then that's
not the way.
Yeah, don't do that because it's not gonna taste the same, and you're gonna just go back to eating meat
because you're gonna crave real meat.
Exactly. But then also if you're eating meat 7 days a week, don't go to raw vegan and like just eating smoothies and juice. like you're gonna fail too. So you want to like.
There's a fine balance. You got to figure it out for yourself. Every body is different, right?
Yeah.
So I know people who are plant-based, and means to them, I'm vegan basically every single day except for like my birthday or if I'm in Italy. I'll eat a steak or whatever. And that's, live your truth. That's not my journey, but other people's journey. Do you? What matters most is how do you feel? Do you crave meat? Are you craving a steak? For me, I always tell people, okay, you're craving a steak. My go-to is some hearty mushrooms, is that oyster mushroom, that portobello mushroom, or even like a cauliflower steak, chickpeas, lentils, things that are still hearty that you can bite into, but it still has all that seasoning, that spice that you crave. The main thing when I found when people were like, oh, I had to start eating meat again, it's because they weren't eating things that they found enjoyable. They were eating fake meats. They were replacing it with a lot of, like you said, pita bread. That was how they were getting full. They found themselves getting heavier or feeling worse because they were actually replacing the meat with flour and processed products. So how we eat is, I like to say, eat the rainbow. Eat the rainbow truly through and through, because the main way you're supposed to go vegan is you're supposed to, number one, shop by getting every single color. Even if you got just $50, you can literally get every single color of the rainbow, whether it be bell pepper, it could be a cucumber, it could be some spinach, it could be some brown for some mushroom. You know what I'm saying?
Carrots.
That's how you should first shop. And then after that, okay, so now I got to get myself some protein. Let's see what the bulk section looking like, or let's see what a bag of chickpeas look like. Chickpeas and lentils go to, because you can do literally thousands of things with chickpeas. Thousands of things. You can make chickpeas into eggs. You can make chickpeas into anything that basically an egg could do, chickpeas can do. But then some.
And
it's crazy.
Also, the interesting thing about veganism being expensive, which is a myth, it's like if you look at literally every culture in the world, their main staple dish is rice and beans,
or some form of flour,
a starch, or
a starch and a plant protein.
A grain and a plant protein.
Because when I tell people this all the time, I'm like, okay, so when humans were developing, right? A lot of people ate meat, yes, but we didn't factory farms, and that's the main issue as to why a lot of people should probably start eating more plant-based, is because most people are eating meat for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, right? And you know, like I said, do you Google, but that's not how our ancestors were doing it. They were eating mostly plant-based, and then occasionally they were eating, you know, animal. For me, I don't want to ever partake in animal because it's an energy thing for me. I don't want to eat anything that suffered, ever felt pain, ever felt, you know, any kind of agony, because, you know, I'm all about that positive, I'm all about that higher vibration, that connection to the universe, connection to, you know, I see my brothers and my sisters, you, Jesse, whoever, it doesn't really matter. I see individuals that are existing, those deserve love and light as well. But if we think about it as like a culture, as a human race, we are predominantly plant-based. And that's what's kind of cool, is eating plant-based will always be the cheapest option, even despite, doesn't matter how crazy, you know, the drought gets or famine or whatever comes, we are created to be able to survive on animals. And unfortunately, if all the world goes crazy and, you know, they can't provide factory farms, obviously people can't get meat. But what are they feeding the factory farm animals? They're feeding them rice and beans. So obviously there's still rice and beans available, and grains and things like that. So I always tell people, it's like, you know, at the end of the day, we're taught, honestly, as a society, to believe that eating plant-based, eating vegan is more expensive. But I always show people the rice and the beans section. Every time I'm like, go look at that rice, go look at that beans. Go pick up a bag of spinach. Yeah. You got it. I survived on $40 a week in college for breakfast, lunch, dinner, and a snack. I figured it out, and I ate good. Okay, I wasn't playing games with the seasoning, the spice, none of that, because hello, if you can't tell, and I'm melanated.
That's the other thing.
I gotta eat good.
Most seasoning and spices are all vegan.
Yeah.
Like, so you don't gotta even herbs. Like, if you want it to taste good, that's where it's gonna taste good, the season and the spices. So you don't even have to worry about that.
I like this question. Is brown rice or wheat or veggie pasta? Personally, like I said, chickpeas, man. Chickpea pasta is gonna be the best.
But in terms of it being
for protein,
good, I would say, all right, so good is a weird question.
Yeah, what is good?
Like, it depends on what you mean by good. So brown rice and veggie pasta are typically pretty good.
Yeah, like they'll hold up
nutrients for you, and they're great to cook with. Wheat is a little bit of a challenge. I think that people, the issue that we have with like a lot of problems like overeating or people being overweight or obesity, it comes from wheat products. And a lot of people actually, that's something that's also not taught, because wheat is cheap. But the best way for you to like really gauge like what you should be putting in your body is like, imagine yourself walking through a field, right? Like you're walking outside, you're in a garden, right? You see on one side you see a plain of wheat grass, right? And then on the other side you see lush greens and apples and oranges, fruit and vegetables, right? Which one are you more likely to salivate for, right? Like your eyes aren't drawn to go be like, that wheatgrass looks really
wheatgrass, right? You know,
because our bodies have been developing over millions and millions of years to recognize fruit and vegetables that will be nutritious for us. So when you look at wheatgrass, it's not something that your body really accepts. It's actually a filler food It's something that, like, if you're on your last leg, okay, you can go eat the wheatgrass, or you can eat the rice, or you can eat those, what's the barley, right? Like, those are things,
Grains,
the grains or corn, right? Like, those aren't things that we're drawn to.
That make us like, oh wow,
Yeah,
make
wow.
a recipe pop. Like anytime you see even a dish, even if it's a big slab of just meat, you'll see some kind of freshness on there because it's like it has to make it pop. That color, we're attracted to color, and that's, I think, part of the reason we just try to live colorfully in general.
100%. So yeah, when you're shopping, try to think that way. Like, eat the rainbow, and then the browns and the whites, those are last on your plate, right?
Yeah,
and
fill up on the rainbow for sure.
Exactly.
The flour and like the fake meats, that's for a rainy day, or like you're if you want to do something special. Yes. Yeah, I know. It's like this became a vegan podcast.
But you know what? That's okay though, because what is that? That just looks good. What is that? What?
Roasted artichoke spinach spaghetti. Artichoke dip, spinach artichoke dip.
Uh-huh.
I put it on some pasta, pretty much.
Wow. I tell you what, man, that is, and I had to switch gears and go there because, like I say, I just started yesterday.
Well, congratulations.
Welcome.
Please follow me for delicious recipes, because we be eating like royalty, son, like kings and queens.
That's what I need. I gotta have something that's seasoned, that's got some good flavor. Like, I can't be around here just sticking spinach in my mouth. You know what I'm saying?
No. We do sometimes. I will say sometimes we just need a spinach shot.
That happens, but only like when we eat a plate full of browns. Like we just ate a bunch of fried food or like whatever. Like, I'll feel like I
need balance, like a little.
Spinach is good, but like, we've also started to eat a lot of microgreens, which are really dense and high in nutrients. So
what are microgreens?
Microgreens are basically like baby. They're
small versions of arugula, broccoli,
cilantro.
But they don't look like that. They look like just small little leaves, almost like small 4-leaf clovers.
Exactly, small little leaves. But what happens is the way that they grow them, they're grown with the same process that they grow the adult plants, or the full-grown plants. But all the nutrients is packed into these little small cloves of whatever vegetable you're eating.
Whatever you want.
Yeah, whatever they've made. So we love microgreens, and they're great to garnish, like, just for if you're a nice plate.
That's what I was just sitting here. I was just sitting here thinking that they probably make a good garnish.
That's what most chefs use them for, to be honest. But they only use them as garnish.
But they're great if you just want a shot of, like, some help real quick. Like, oh man, I need some greens. I know I haven't eaten any greens today. Just eat a little bit of, broccoli, micro broccoli.
Wow. Okay, so let's switch back to art for a minute. I got us all off track and all that stuff. That was my fault. I did that. That's okay. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. We got one more question. She wasn't quite done yet. Where do y'all shop?
Sprouts. Sprouts is my go-to.
Sprouts, like farmers markets.
Farmers market, Sprouts.
Whole Foods.
But you can shop plant-based. That's what's cool. Anywhere. Walmart. You can shop very plant-based. Walmart got plant-based cheeses and ice creams and meats and all that stuff. If you try to go down there.
Won a contest cooking vegan.
3-course meal.
A 3-course meal
for $25.
Less than $25.
Less than $25.
At Walmart.
And she
only used the frozen food.
And I won.
and she won the contest. Like, it was crazy. But so yeah,
It's
Walmart,
possible. You can shop vegan
anywhere. Don't let the mainstream media fool you.
Yes, Sprouts, Whole Foods, Publix. Yes, Publix is great
Publix
as
is
well.
awesome.
Anywhere, like if you live near Ralph's, Ralph's is good. If you live near Kroger, Kroger is good. Like all those places are great. If it has fruits and vegetables, mushrooms and beans, you got it. You truly don't need anything else if it has those things. You can create thousands of recipes. I got you.
Yeah, we're gonna have to dive into your YouTube channel and Instagram and figure all that out. So, question, and this is something I tend to ponder because Gabrielle, you're the singing vegan.
Yes.
Okay. So what's the process with that? Does the singing inspire the cooking, or does the cooking inspire the singing? How do the two mesh with each other?
It's a little bit of
both, honestly. Like sometimes, well, it all started off as us just vibing out, truly just like vibing, singing to each other when we were making mac and cheese or whatever. And so then one day we decided, I was like, I'm gonna record it. And people were like, oh, that was funny. And I was like, okay, I thought I had fun doing it. I'm gonna include it in some of my videos. And so it just kind of started going from there. But nowadays, mainly what I do is I work with a lot of brands, and they're hiring me specifically at this point to create a song and a recipe video or whatever, you know, a shopping video or fashion video or whatever. It does come with a song. So they're kind of like already knowing what it's coming with. So at this point, I mean, the video concept comes first, but typically whenever I'm filming a video, I'll like, either while I'm making it or while I'm editing it all together, I will be inspired by, I don't know, whatever it is, like the vibe. If I hear music in the background, I'll be like, oh, snap, I kind of like that. I'm gonna add this to it, and I'll just run off with that, and that's the song. And Ace does all my beatboxing for me, but he actually recorded that over a year ago. Was it 2 years ago?
A year and a half.
Yeah. He recorded it like 70 different songs for me, and then now I just use them to just pump out these little jingles. Whoop-de-whoop.
Wow.
Yeah,
wow.
It's a whole process.
And I think for me, I think the process is the fun part.
Yeah. For me, it depends because I love the cooking part so much. I don't like the editing, and I love the singing part. It just takes a long time. It's just the whole of recording a song takes a long time.
Right. I can get that because you take what you like to do and you take the art part of it, and then sometimes it becomes work.
Oh, 100. It is work at this point, but it's wonderful work. I don't want to work anywhere else or do anything else, like, because I love what I do. I literally came in here before this. We hopped on here. I was like, yo, like life is so great. I get to do what I love. Whoop-de-whoop. I get to eat bomb food. Like I can't complain. So yes, it is work. There are work aspects to it, but I always try to keep it light and super chill. Like I try not to stress about it. Very rarely do I get like, oh my gosh, like deadline, like stuff like that. I try to just keep it chill. But you know, I am working with brands that are like, hey, yo, what's up? Like, where's the stuff? Where's the stuff?
Right.
But you know, it's a balance. It's a balance. But luckily, I just got an assistant, so I'm chilling more these days.
Okay. I was gonna ask you because I'm all about balance too. Like I did a video about balance. Now, mind you, I did this video about balance and didn't follow any of my own advice. I didn't follow any of my own advice. I didn't do none of the things I know I'm supposed to do to be able to balance this stuff out. And so I get to a point sometimes because, like a lot of people, I got clients calling me. They've got deadlines. Hey, where's this video at? I need this video. I got 5 other videos I'm trying to get done, and there's no balance there. I mean, there's just I've lost the balance. I'm up all night trying to get these videos done. I'm not sleeping, and sometimes I have to make myself stop. which is why I started. My girlfriend, the one who was just commenting, Jessie, she's an artist. She paints and she does fluid art painting. And when I met her and I would watch her do it, she could literally drown out everything around her in paint. And she had this look of just peace on her face, like nothing was bothering her. Didn't matter how bad her day went. When she was in that moment, that's all that mattered. I wanted that. Like I wanted, I wanted to be able to do that. So I started painting. And what I found out is, for me, it makes me slow down because I'm always moving and I'm always doing this and going here and going that. The painting made me slow down. I've got to gather the paint. I've got to mix it up. I've got to make sure it's right and all this stuff. So I had to slow down in order to do that. And when I tell you therapy, man, listen, Ace, I have to get with you, man. Listen, I think, like you said, you could solve 80% of the world's problems being artistic.
Yep, 100%.
I am convinced of that at this point, that if people just got creative and got out of their box for a minute and did something creative, something as an outlet to just let go of all that other stuff, man, you wouldn't have all these mental health issues going on around here. You wouldn't have a lot of stuff, killings, all that stuff, man, because you would have another avenue. You know what I'm saying? There's another avenue. So Gabrielle, like when you singing and you cooking, I mean, that's just, I'm looking at your face while you doing it. Nothing matters at that moment. Nothing else matters. Ace, you don't exist at that moment, bro. Like it's the music is playing and that's your music. But when she's singing and cooking, it's her. It's her and her music and her cooking. At the end, man, that's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
To be able to do that, especially on a regular basis. And like you said, you get to do it as a living. So not only is it just a creative outlet, you can get paid doing it too.
We're very blessed. Thank God every day.
It don't get no better than that.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't.
Like it don't get no better than that, man. And that's what, when I created the Artist Loft, that was my goal. I wanted people to be able to come on and actually talk about their art, talk about their process, their inspirations for other people, and make people understand that when somebody's painting or when somebody's singing or dancing, they're not just doing that. It's for a specific reason, and it's helping them for a specific reason. A lot of us that are artists, listen, the money is just a gravy byproduct of it. You know what I'm saying? But most of the
energy.
Listen, I enjoy more when I'm working on my own passion projects than I am.
Of course.
100%.
That's the whole album. That's literally what this whole album is.
If I could spend hours and hours and days shooting a short film or something, and people will ask me sometimes, man, you spend all that money to do that? Yes. Because we spend money on crazy stuff all the time. So why wouldn't I do it? Why wouldn't I do it for myself?
Yeah. Facts.
I'm not gonna make a dime from this film. This film is not gonna be in theaters. I'm not gonna make any money, but it's a project that I wanted to do that allowed me to be creative.
And isn't that the point of life? Like, isn't that the real point of life, is to like live your dreams and like tell stories? Oh,
that's what I thought. You know what I'm saying?
But
somewhere it just became life is about work, making money. You know what I'm saying? And honestly, man,
forget about it. Honestly,
what is the money for?
That's what music is about now. Doing drugs. That's what music is about now.
But I'm saying, at the end of the day, like, you know, if life is about making money, it's like, what is the money for?
To make more money.
More money.
To make more money.
To buy designer clothes. You know, whatever.
We trying to stack, man. We trying to have all this stuff and everything. And I got to a point where I said, you know what? I'm not going to be stressed and be out here with a headache for nothing.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, for real. Like, if I got to go through all that to make money, then maybe it just ain't for me to have a bunch of it. Then.
Facts. Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not going to do it. I can't do it, man. I watch people that have a lot of money, and I watch, like, you know, entertainers and celebrities. Man, I'm not doing that.
No, same.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not.
Bro, we're
I'm not
promoting
doing
it now.
that,
We're like, yeah, no, we're no, but
These folks talking about, you know, you can't sleep. You know, you got to sleep when you're dead and all that. That's a lie. I'm going to bed, bro.
Same. And I'm sleeping in.
Right.
Yeah, what?
Right. Thank you. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. And somewhere we kind of we got off track. We got off track, and because, like you said, Ace, everybody is artists. Everybody has some sort of creativity in them in some form. In somewhere we lost that. You know what I'm saying? As parents, I tell people a lot of times as parents, we don't, like, I can remember years ago, I just walked into my son's room and I just happened to look around and saw he had drawings and paintings. And it's like, I didn't know he could even do that.
Wow.
And I tell people all the time, do that with your kids, man. Just show up in their room one day and just look around. Actually pay attention. Look and see. You might have an artist in there you don't know nothing about.
Yeah.
Go to their social media pages. You might have a singer or a rapper or something, somebody musically talented that you didn't know nothing about. Because you got so caught up in working, making money, paying bills, going to bed. Working, making money, paying bills, going to bed. You got so caught up in that routine, you didn't even realize that you got a child in there that's expressing themselves creatively, and you ain't doing nothing with it. Caught up in the motion. See that comment? Everybody wants to keep up with the Joneses and Kardashians.
Facts.
But they don't know the life that they're really living.
Yeah.
They don't always see is what we see.
And people think that you know the Kardashians is going that they're happy. Like people think that's
happiness.
Happy. Like, if I get to that level, then I will be happy. And it's really not that. Like happiness is about the pursuit. That's why we have the right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Right? Happiness is not some destination that you get to at the end of your life. Like
constant journey.
Constantly, there's joy in the journey. Right? You have to recognize that the happiness is right now. You have that right now. It's not gonna be after I get this next Gucci bag or after I buy this, you know, like I finally can afford that Bentley and I can stun on them. You know, like that's gonna be.
Or once I can go at the club and spin bottles or whatever.
Yeah, like that's not happiness, right? Like
I'm sorry, y'all.
That's not a destination to be sought after, right? Like, yeah, I mean that's great. Like, okay, I can do it if I want to. If I have that money and I feel like I want to go and spend my money in that way, it might feel good in the moment, and there's nothing wrong with that, with having a momentary.
But it does not equate happiness.
Yes, that's not what happiness means. And so, with us, with this album, we really wanted to make sure that the art that we're making doesn't celebrate that materialistic search for happiness. It actually acknowledges something deeper, which I feel like is missing in music. And you actually find when you listen to the album, very few of the songs are under 3 minutes. Very few of the songs. Memo. And so, but when you listen to the songs, they don't feel long. They feel like they're
telling a story.
They're telling a story, and everything is exactly what needs to be said. It doesn't go a minute too short.
It's not a word wasted.
Yeah, not a single word or a moment wasted. And it does very well to showcase who we are as individuals, who we are as a couple, and I think it also dispels the idea that, you know, power couples, happy couples aren't always happy. Like we fight, you know, like
argue this whole album.
we
Like,
got into arguments about the whole thing, you know, like
Right.
about, you know, where we're going, because and that's part of what you want in a relationship. You don't want somebody
the care.
that's just like, yeah, that either is so complacent that they don't care about what you want, or that they're so beat down by you that they're just gonna follow you with whatever you say. It's like, no, you want somebody in your life that you can contend with, that you can talk to, and like, and you want them to combat some of your ideas, so you can know, like, am I going in the right direction? You don't want somebody that's just gonna be like, yes sir, yes ma'am, okay, I'll do whatever you want, right? You want somebody that's gonna be like, no, that's not a good idea. I don't think that that's the best idea for both of us.
Exactly.
In the direction that we're both headed, you know?
And that's, you know, and it should be that way in all our relationships with our friends,
100%.
our family. We should have. I'm part of another podcast called the Four Black Guys Show, and on that show we talk about some of everything. But
how many of you are black on the show?
Huh?
How many black guys are on the show though? I just want
that's 4 of us. Yeah, that's 4 of us. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And we kept the name real simple. You know what I'm saying? That it started off with 3 of us. It was the 3 Black Guys Show. Then we added another guy. It became the 4 Black Guys Show. So we kept it real simple. But man, the 4 of us have differing opinions and ideas about a lot of stuff. Whether it's politics or any type of news that we discuss, anything we discuss. I mean, and there's times off camera where, like, when was that? Last Friday? Man, we were cussing each other out, going off. Just I mean, seriously, like we was going off on it, but we do that. And then later on, then right after that, we making jokes again. But what makes us strong, what makes us a unique group is that we can do that. And then still be able to come together and do what we have to do when it's time. But if I'm wrong or if I'm misled, they're gonna tell me, "Hey man, you don't need to be doing what you doing. You stupid. Stop being stupid." You know what I'm saying? And but I need that.
Yeah,
I need that in my life. Like you said, I don't need nobody. If I'm being stupid or if I'm being ignorant about something, somebody please tell me. So I don't get out here in public looking stupid and ignorant of something. You know what I'm saying? Stop me. And I think that's another part of life that we've lost. Everybody wants yes people around them. They want people around them that's just going to tell them, oh, that's why you got a lot of this, Lord forgive me, this garbage music around here, because nobody's telling them that it's garbage.
Yeah.
We got a bunch of people saying, oh, baby, you sound good. Oh man, that's tight. That's a tight beat right there, and it's nonsense.
Yep.
And it's
Well,
not.
back in the day, I used to make music back in the 90s. Somebody would tell you, "Hey man, that don't sound good, bro."
Because they didn't have time. They didn't have time to record it this many times on a computer and do all that nonsense. They were really recording it, and that's what the digital age has changed us. It's made us, I don't know, like
it's made us less precious about like the materials that we're using to create.
Yeah.
Right. So like, we can take 50,000 photos on our phones, and then the storage space keeps getting bigger and bigger. And so, like, how many selfies do I have to take? This.
Right.
But before, when we had Polaroids, you know, it was just like one photo. Hope it's good. But then those photos, you're like, oh, like I look back at every single Polaroid that I have fondly. There's not a single one I'm like, oh, I wish that I was standing this way. I wish that my face was a little bit, you know what I mean? But we do that own pictures.
Because we can.
We can't. Oh, I hate it. I have a digital camera right now, the Sony, and I try to remind myself not to just be so heavy on the trigger. Like, you know, click.
And you can, right. Switching to digital photography, you can do that. Because I started on film. And I still shoot film now. And what I like about it is, you're right. I can't see what I'm shooting except through that viewfinder. So I have to make sure the person is standing right. I've got to make sure the framing is right, because this roll only got 36 exposures. That's it.
Yeah.
After that 36 is gone. I can't go back and delete nothing and retake it or none of that.
Right.
And you're right, man. I think the avenues that we have now. I've got a cinema camera back there that I film with. I mean, I've got the modern stuff too. But I'd like to go back to my film camera every now and then, and I'll grab somebody. Hey, let's go take some pictures. And then they'll come up to me, let me see what they look like. Well, no, I got to send it off to get developed.
I'll see you.
I said, that's just the way it is, man. But I really think that, like I say, if the album is anything like what I've heard, I think it's going to be refreshing. I think people are going to be blessed by it.
By grace.
And I really want people, like, I'm gonna push it because I want to open up that creativity in other people. And like I say, the energy that you guys have together, like y'all gotta do more videos together. Like y'all have to do more videos together to show people. Again, but listen, we want to see it all. We want to see the fighting too. We want to see everything. We want to see the fight.
Reality show that.
No words.
We keep talking. We like, when are we gonna know a reality show?
Right, because that's the part of it. Because if I can watch that with my girl and be like, man, we just argued about that same thing the other night, and it becomes relatable. Now I'm opened up again because there's other people that's just as jacked up as we are.
Mm-hmm.
We love each other and all that good stuff, but man, I'm watching and I said, man, Ace got that look in his eyes. Guy better back up a little bit. He got that look. and it's nothing's gonna happen, but it's just the look. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sure, Gabrielle, you can give him that look where he going to sit down somewhere. Because Ace, I've done it before. You just go and sit down and just, okay, babe. And that be the but that's what people need. We got to get back to realness. Is what it all comes down to. We got to get back, like y'all said, the truth of everything, the good, bad, the ugly of it all. We got to get back to that.
Yes,
and if we can, I think we'll end up with a lot less problems. Jesse said, "What platforms can you find the album on when it drops?"
Every platform that you listen to music, you can find Blessed by Grace by Gabrielle Reyes and Ace Anderson. You guys check it out. It's on Spotify, Apple Music, Tidal, name some SoundCloud. All social media. If you search, you're playing songs on like if you used to put in songs in your Instagram stories, you can put it in your Instagram stories. All TikTok. On June 19th, TikTok. June 19th, all songs will be available, all 10 songs. It's about 42 minutes of blessings. It is amazing. I love it. I'm so excited for this album. Me too. I'm so excited.
Man, that's what's up. All right, man. I want to thank you guys for coming on, man. It's been refreshing for me. Like I say, I love when people, especially couples, man. And I'll go ahead and say it. I love when Black couples are just real.
Yes.
I don't like the fake stuff, man. I don't like the facades. I want to see people that can say we argued, we made up, we argued, we fussed, we threw something, we made up, because it makes me feel like, okay, I ain't that crazy then.
Right, yeah. You
know what I'm saying? They or they just as crazy as me. and I think that's what we need, man. So before we go, is there anything else you guys want to relate to the people, want the people to know, or something you just need to put out there?
I would say align yourself with truth, trust, and patience, and you will ace your life.
Yeah. Sing your song, do your dance, speak your truth, go get our album.
Hey. And make sure you follow us on all social media platforms at Ace Shot That And
One great vegan with an O at the beginning. O-N-E. Great vegan.
So I gotta, Gabrielle, I gotta get. We gotta come back. We gotta come back again because I gotta talk some more vegan stuff.
Yes, like you gotta follow me. And if you want a free ebook, you just DM me and say, "Hey, I saw you on the podcast. I spoke with you on the podcast. I see you there, girl, and I want a free ebook."
In fact, screenshot this.
Yeah, you can screenshot this. Heck yeah. And so I would know exactly what you're talking about.
There y'all go, right there. Screenshot it, man. Get an ebook. Let's get our health together, Lord. Let's start living like we're supposed to live, man. And listen, this has been the Artist Loft. We will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.
Peace.